Headed into your third season as the head coach at Tulsa, it's been so much fun watching your program continue to improve these past couple of seasons. You took a 2-10 program in your first year to 6-7 and a bowl game, and then the 10-win season that you all experienced last year and a great win in the Miami Beach Bowl. What does year 3 have in store?
Well, like we've talked about all the way through it, we're trying to set standards every year. And you know, that 10-win season was great, but it's over with now. But the standard has been set, so our guys are trying to achieve more. And right now for us, we're trying to win a conference championship. Now we've got a lot of holes to fill, and some really special players have moved on, but our goals don't change, and our guys are focused in on that.
Even with the personnel changing so much and losing these key pieces from last year's team that you just referenced, does the team still feel that confidence and that momentum, seeing what they could accomplish last season? Yeah,
you know, I think there's a lot of hard work and dedication that went into that season, and our guys are seeing the type of work that you have to put in. There's no guarantees in any season, but right now we're all 0-0 and everybody's got hopes and dreams, and it's about catching fire at the right time and continuing to build each and every week. Our guys have got to continue to keep growing each and every week, but we're excited about the direction our program is headed. We just got to continue to keep making plays at opportune times.
You lose your veteran quarterback and a couple of 1,000-yard receivers, but you knew this was coming. How do you feel about where this team is at right now to continue producing the type of offensive efficiency that you have in years past?
Well, you know, we may be different. We were different year 2 than we were year 1. We'll continue to grow and evolve. Yeah, we're going to miss some key opponents. You know, Dane is one of those, Kevin and Josh and James. Those guys are very, very important. But you can't look at those things as negatives. You got to see the positives in what we're doing. We got the majority of our offensive line back. 4 or 5 of those guys are coming back. Our tight end's back. D'Angelo Brewer is back. Hobbs made plays for us last year. Keenan Johnson, as a true freshman, made plays. So we've got some things coming back that we just have to build on top of what we have and continue to grow. Young guys have got to step up, just like we had last year and the year before. But we're going to continue to keep grinding until we get there.
How is the quarterback competition shaping up? I know you're not going to tell me too
I
much
had this
about
question
it.
Yet at all.
I'm sure. But do you personally, inside, have any clarity as to who we're going to see the first game of the season?
No, I really don't. I'm going to be real honest about that. They had a good winter workout. They had good spring ball. They've had good summer workouts, and they're working on their craft right now. We'll get into fall camp. I need one of those guys to jump up and take the reins and be that guy. But right now we're in a phase of really good competition. Guys are growing and learning. I'm excited to get into fall camp and work with them. I think we've got 2 good competitive kids ready to take over the reins. And so now it's just work, and we'll figure it out as we get there.
There's certainly some big shoes to fill in that role, but at the end of the day, no matter who it is, what are you ultimately looking for in the quarterback that's going to lead your offense this season? Consistency.
You know, a guy that can show some leadership. You got to understand, he doesn't have to go win the game for us. He has to be a great competitor. He has to distribute the football to guys around him to let them go make plays. But he doesn't have to fill Dane's shoes. It's about creating this opportunity for you to succeed, and you make this position what it is to you. But the number one thing is just relax and play the way you have always played this game. Have fun with it, enjoy it, be competitive, but lead our football team down the field.
D'Angelo Brewer will certainly be someone that you all look to strengthen your ground game this year. Why is he such a dangerous offensive weapon for your team?
Yeah, because he can do so many different things. He's great with the football in his hand. He can be elusive, he can be with power. He's got that quick step that he can get away from a guy. He can make that first guy miss all the time, but he can also do a great job in our pass protection. Step up, take on blitzers, be able to scan things and make reads that he has to, be able to come out of the backfield and catch the football. So he's an all-around back. He's a 3-down back. We'll always have 2 running backs in our system. I think in college football it's just difficult for one guy to stay healthy throughout the whole season. So we'll continue to keep doing that system with it, but we're going to hang our hat on D'Angelo and see where he takes us.
What kind of teammate and leader is D'Angelo?
Oh, he's a kid that works extremely hard. He's dedicated to what he's doing. but he has a passion about the way he does it. He's always smiling, he's always working, he's always got a little bounce in his step, and so that keeps practices light, but also he knows how to bring that in and make sure that, yeah, the practice and the attitude part of it, we're right on from a mental standpoint, but we can still have fun while we're doing it.
Last year was the best for your defense since taking over this program, and a lot of keys are returning in that group. What's a realistic expectation for your defensive unit this season?
Well, you know, I thought they were night and day better year 2 than year 1. My goals and dreams are the same thing to happen from year 2 to year 3. It's another year underneath their belt in the system. We retained all of our coaches on the defensive side. I think that helps. And we got a lot of guys back, you know. Jesse Brubaker, Jeremy Smith holding down the ends for us. Craig Suits coming back as our will linebacker. You got Kerwin, you got Reggie, you got Jordan Mitchell. We got some big shoes to fill over there too. Both defensive tackles were gone. Our 6th-year Mike linebacker has graduated. Our star, Matt Linscott, has graduated, and Jeremy Brady has graduated. So there's shoes to fill over there as well, but I think those guys are ready for the challenge. I think we're long and athletic back there. We've got some quickness that we haven't had, and I think guys are continuing to just grow in what we do defensively.
As a legitimate contender in the West Division, you get rivals Navy and Houston at home, who you lost close games to on the road last year, along with Memphis and defending conference champion Temple. That's quite the schedule. What does it mean to you to have some of your toughest conference opponents at home?
Well, I think it's tremendous. I mean, you look at our schedule, it's difficult top to bottom. I think we got 9 bowl teams. 8 of those were 8 wins or better. You look at the west side of our conference. The east side's great too, but as you know, the west side, there's some really, really talented teams over there. You look at Navy and what Ken does, always difficult to prepare for. Houston's always ultra talented. You know, and then as you get into Memphis, you know, Mike's done a great job there. You know, their quarterback's coming back. They got so many weapons offensively. They're tough to stop. So we got our hands full on our side of it, but you know, hopefully we're going to cause some problems to some other people too, and maybe they'll be worried about us. We'll see.
There was a whole lot to celebrate last year. 10-win season, a very dominant win in the Miami Beach Bowl. I mean, the offensive records that were set were countless. The list goes on. What does this team need to do to continue to compete and achieve these goals at a high level?
Well, we got to keep working the way we're doing. We got to play with a chip on our shoulder, which we do. We're trying to gain and earn respect each and every game that we step on the field. They give us 60 minutes to play, and as quickly as we can get the referees out of the way, we want every second of that 60 minutes. So our guys will be in shape, they'll be competitive, and they've got a burning desire to prove to be the best in this conference. And we know that's a huge feat, and it would be a great accomplishment, but our guys are hungry for it, and they're working for it.